today I'm going to be reviewing a book that I read quite a while ago. I read it when I went to go visit Claire in York. For those of you that don't know, Claire is reading Bukowski on YouTube. You should definitely check out her channel because she's incredible and really lovely and I love her to pieces. And hello Claire, I miss you. Just putting it out there. So yes, I'm going to review a book that I read when I went to go visit her, and that is Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. Ariel Bissett on her channel talks about this book a lot. She loves this book and this is why I bought this book. I heard her talking about it and I thought that sounds like my kind of thing, so I picked it up and I gave it a read. So it was published in 2011 and my copy is 280 pages. It's set in Pennsylvania in the USA and it's all about this guy called Lucky Lindemann. Now, Lucky's name is a little bit ironic because he is anything but lucky. He's bullied and he isn't very well treated by his peers. And it's all about his sort of journey to gain the strength to stand up to these bullies. Now, in this book, there is a subplot and a main plot. The subplot is all to do with Lucky revisiting his grandfather who is fighting in, I think, Vietnam. And what happens is he's trying to save his grandpa from the jungle and get him out because that is what his grandma's last words to him were. And so he travels along this journey in the subplot that mirrors the way his strength builds in the main plot. So as he gets stronger, like in real life, in his dreams, he then becomes much stronger as well. Lucky as a character is a very appealing character and I just kind of wanted to hug him constantly because he seems very sweet and very genuine and he doesn't deserve his lot that he has been given in this world, and I think that was very realistic as so many people don't deserve all of the bad things that happen to them, but they happen anyway because that's life. In a weird way, I loved how his scab on his face, because something happens at the beginning of the book that means that he has a scab on his face, but this scab on his face is described as sort of different countries, like it's shaped as different countries. I don't know why, it made me laugh because it really gave the message that even though bad things happen, you can still make light of them and you can still joke about these things, and that's what gets you through them, is humour and joking about things, and I think that's a really great sort of underlying message to have. It was a really enjoyable thing to read. You felt yourself really rooting for Lucky and for him to flourish as a character and for him to stand up to these horrible bullies that had been ridiculing him and just being really horrible. All the way through the book there is this unspeakable thing that happened in a locker room or somewhere, and it's referred to as the banana incident, and we never really know quite what happens until sort of nearish the sort of middle/end of the book, and it just made me gasp out loud. All the way through the book he describes this sort of horrific event that he just can't look back on, and it's happened to this other person and he just can't look back on it. And when you get to the part where he reveals what this was, it just breaks your heart, because not only is it not what you expected, it's also completely twisted because he has twisted it in his mind, and it's horrible. But I think this book gives a very strong message about bullying, about standing up to bullies, and about not always being okay and how that's okay to not always be fine. Overall, I love this book. It was a really great read. I think I read it in about 2 days. It was that good. I couldn't stop reading it. I would highly recommend it, and I think if I gave it a star rating it would be 4.5 to 5 stars out of 5. So let me know down in the comments if you've read this book and what you thought of it. I will link Ariel and Claire down below, and I hope you have a lovely week.